Scott Stewart. He's a Vice President of Tactical Analysis at a global geopolitical intelligence firm, Stratfor, and joins us now. We just heard our correspondent Jack there saying that some people are sort of drawing their own conclusions and saying today's events in Brussels could be linked to the arrest of Salah Abdeslam last week. Do you think there is a connection?
It's very likely that there is. I'm certain that the arrest, and not just his arrest, but several of the other recent arrests, have caused any jihadists in the midst of plans there to have concern about being arrested before they could execute their plans. So it's quite possible that caused them to move their timetable up a little bit in order to avoid being arrested.
So you have the feeling that this is an attack that's been perhaps a long time in the planning and they've brought it forward rather than a knee-jerk reaction to what happened last week?
Well, normally it takes time to plan an attack, to do your surveillance, to gather your components for your explosive devices. So it's probably taken longer than just the weekend to plan. So
is it a fear then that perhaps Abdeslam was going to lead authorities to these attackers?
That would be the concern, obviously. They would want to attack before they could be arrested and rendered ineffective.
There's been so much focus on Brussels in recent months following the attacks in Paris in November. Does this raise serious questions of how such an attack could be carried out when there's such a focus on the city?
No, it really doesn't, just because of the threat and the number of potential actors there. There are, quite frankly, just so many that the authorities can't keep tabs on all of them. At the same time, what we saw, and it's important to remember this, what we saw were attacks against soft targets. And in any free society, there are any number of soft targets that can be attacked. And because of this, the authorities simply can't protect every target from every potential threat. So it's not surprising that we see things like this happen.
So if the authorities are being overwhelmed then, what can be done to help them? Is there good enough cooperation between intelligence agencies across Europe, do you think?
Well, I believe that they're improving, especially in the wake of Paris. But certainly in some of the European countries, they don't have the type of leeway that the American FBI does under the law. First, not only to open investigations, but also to arrest suspects on laws such as the material support for terrorism that we have in the United States. That gives them a little bit more advantage over some of the European colleagues who don't have the ability to arrest people at that early stage of the planning cycle.
Okay, Scott Stewart, thank you very much for your time and thank you for your insight.